Good morning children, I am Sarkaisis. Now I am going to teach you biological classification. As you know, classification is the arrangement of things into groups. But in biology, the biological classification means the scientific arrangements of organisms into groups. So, biological classification is the scientific arrangement of organisms into groups. The first classification in biology was done by the father of biology. Who is the father of biology? Aristotle. So Aristotle was done the first classification of organisms, and Aristotle was done the first classification of organisms, and he was done this on the basis of morphology. Morphology means external features, external characteristics of organisms. Okay, so based on the external features or external characteristics of morphology of organisms, Aristotle classified plants into herbs, shrubs and trees. Okay, and he classified animals into red-blooded and non-red-blooded. Red-blooded and non-red-blooded. Okay. So, this is a classification done by Aristotle based on the morphology or external features of the organisms. And later, another scientist, Carolus Linnaeus. Who is Carolus Linnaeus? You already learned in 9th standard. He is the father of taxonomy. Okay. So, Carolus Linnaeus proposed two-kingdom classification. And two-kingdom classification was done by Carolus classification. Classification was done by Carolus Linnaeus, and the two kingdoms are kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. These are the two kingdoms proposed by Carolus Linnaeus, and this kingdom Plantae is also known as plant kingdom. Okay, and this kingdom Animalia is also known as animal kingdom. Okay, so this kingdom Plantae is exclusively for the entire flora of the world. Flora means plants. Okay, so the kingdom Plantae are exclusively for the entire plants of the world, and kingdom Animalia are exclusively for the entire fauna of the world. So this is flora, for the entire flora, and this is for the entire fauna. Okay, so this is called a two-kingdom classification by Carolus Linnaeus. And next we can see which are the drawbacks of this two-kingdom classification. Drawbacks or demerits. Okay, first drawback is the system or the two-kingdom classification system did not distinguish between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So, did not distinguish between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. And the second drawback is the system did not distinguish unicellular and multicellular, and it did not distinguish the photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic organisms. So, did not distinguish between unicellular and multicellular organisms. Then, third point, the system did not distinguish between photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic organisms. non-photosynthetic organisms. And the fourth drawback is, normally the green plants or the plants are having cell wall, and the bacteria, blue-green algae, fungi, etc. are also having cell wall. So all these cell wall containing bacteria, blue-green algae and fungi are grouped under kingdom Plantae. But the plant cell wall, bacterial cell wall and fungal cell wall are entirely different from each other in their constitution. So that is another drawback. So the bacterial cell wall containing organisms, cell wall having organisms, or cell wall containing organisms are grouped under kingdom Plantae. But the problem is the cell wall containing organisms such as bacteria, fungi, blue-green algae are having a different or entirely different cell wall from the plant cell wall. Okay, so these are the drawbacks of two-kingdom classification. And later, a scientist R.H. Whittaker proposed five-kingdom classification. Five-kingdom classification. And here, this classification was done by Whittaker based on some criteria. And the criteria are, first one, cell structure. And second one, mode of nutrition. And third one, thallus organization. Then fourth one, reproduction. And fifth one, phylogenetic relationship. These are the criteria on which Whittaker proposed five-kingdom classification. Let's see which are the five-kingdom classification. The first kingdom is kingdom Monera. And second one, kingdom Protista. And third one, kingdom Fungi. Fourth one, kingdom Plantae or plant kingdom. And fifth one, kingdom Animalia or animal kingdom. So these are collectively called five-kingdom classification. Five-kingdom classification by R.H. Whittaker. Classification by R.H. Whittaker. Okay, and here this kingdom Monera, we can see the kingdom Monera. Kingdom Monera consists of all prokaryotic organisms. Prokaryotes. Okay, and they are not having a well-defined nucleus, and membrane-bound cell organelles are absent here. Okay, and in case of kingdom Protista, we can see kingdom Protista, here they are eukaryotes. Eukaryotes and unicellular. Here, well-defined nucleus and membrane-bound cell organelles are present. Okay, and the third one, kingdom Fungi. So here that include eukaryotic, multicellular, heterotrophic organisms. Heterotrophic organism, and one exceptional case is here, that is yeast. Yeast is a unicellular protist. Okay, sorry, fungi. Yeast is a unicellular fungi. And here all others are multicellular. Exceptional case is yeast. And fourth one, kingdom Plantae. Kingdom Plantae are eukaryotic, multicellular, then chlorophyll containing organisms, and they are immobile. Immobile means they are not showing locomotion. Immobile and cell wall present. Cell wall present. So cell wall is made up of cellulose in case of kingdom plant. Here also cell wall is present. That also we can write cell wall present. Okay, but the cell wall is made up of chitin. Here the cell wall is made up of cellulose. And the last kingdom, that is kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Animalia, we can write they are eukaryotes, then multicellular, and chlorophyll is absent. No chlorophyll, and they are heterotrophs. Here we can write autotrophs also. Okay. Then they show locomotion, and cell wall absent. Cell wall absent. These are the common characteristic features of each kingdom, and we can see each kingdom in detail in the next class. Hope you understood everything. That's all for today.